Good morning, everybody. Um, Welcome back. Last stream of the week, and it's a long weekend here in Canada. Canada Day is tomorrow, but I think most people have Monday off and not today. But anyway, here we are. Um, Starting up with just an empty scene, although I did put a dude in here and clear him out, so he's just a regular, scale model for us now. And today we are going to be making a fry food stand, fish and chips, whatever. I don't know. It's an alien world. Who knows? But um, it's going to be kind of your hole in the wall little spot. Um, and I had this idea of making it a little hard to get to in the settlement and out of the way. So the kind of the initial thought was that there was some tech stuff built at the very edge of town that has since become obsolete and unneeded. And whoever started this restaurant bought it, gutted it, and converted it into a food joint. And it's one of those places that should not succeed, but the food is so good that everyone keeps going, even though it's out of the way and hard to get to. So that's sort of the vibe that we're thinking about. I've been looking at the concept art book for Galaxy's Edge just to see how they handled some of their stalls, because that stuff is pretty amazing. It's actually a great book. And yeah, so that's where we're at. Let's get started by building the landscape that we're going to put this thing on. So mesh, we're going to do the same way we've been doing the last couple days. Create a plane and let's make it, yeah, 20, 40 meters wide. We might make it a bit bigger later, but this will give us enough to do what we need. So let's go in and face, poke to faces, get us a center point, one, and give us a circle. And it's going to be about, I'm thinking that wide at the base. Seems pretty good, kind of small, but you know, it's what we want. 3, and I wanted it like, I don't know, maybe that high up. I'm just kind of guesstimating and scaling it in, S Shift C and scaling it in just a bit. So yes, it's going to be on one of them rock pillars, kind of up here at the top, jutting off the edge, and I might even want it a bit smaller. Let's scale it. S Shift C, scale it in even more, just so it's like really tiny. Let's grab our dude. Yeah, it's still bigger, I think, than I want it to be. Let's bring it in. I want it quite small, like that. And I think this might be a little too angled. So let's add an edge loop or two. And two. S Shift C, bring this one in just a bit. So it's a little more straight. Something like that. That's cool. I actually like that it's kind of off-centered too. Not exactly sure why it is, but I like it. Okay, so let's append, and we're gonna grab that terrain because it's just super handy to use to create something fast. Examples, terrain generator, and I don't know that I'll use their material at all, so we'll grab the Rocky Desert one. Node tree, grab the two terrains, and let's see. Geometry nodes. Terrain. Whew, that is way extreme. That's a little too extreme, I think, for what we're looking for. But let's first off rotation scale, see if that helps. Oh, that helps a lot. It's like, whoa. Okay, well, that helps a lot, actually. Okay. Um, it's still a little bit, I don't know. Let's see if we can tweak it a bit. Tab, Control R. I want to have our loops more square. I feel like that gives us a less distorted vibe. And yeah, that is better. Because it uses essentially displacement, if your faces aren't square, it stretches them a bit more. I think it's still a bit much on the scale though. Let's go look at the geometry nodes. And displacement on the cliffs. That's what we're looking for, particularly up here at the top. Scale, can I make it smaller? Whoa, or 1. No. Scale, 0.1. That's better. Yeah, that's more in line with what we kind of want. Maybe even a little less. Now we figured it out, 0.075. Okay, yeah, that's looking cool. Kind of like the twisting on it too. That's cool. And on the ground, scale, it's already pretty good. Yeah, I think that's all right. Layout. Now, I'm going to save. I already created the file, so just have to save it. I don't have to load them this time. Okay. So where are we at? How we want to handle this? So what I'm thinking, I want it multi-layer. So let's just put some stuff out here, and then we can even remove it or recreate it if we need to later. So up here, Shift A, Mesh, Cylinder. S, Shift Z, make it bigger. I don't even want it that thick. SZ 0.5. So it's 1 meter thick. And shrinking it down. Shrinking it down. I don't want it to be much bigger than the top, if any. Something like that. I think that's going to be the basis of our restaurant. And we'll put some supports up there. And now, how high? I think I shrinked it. Shrunk it. Yeah, 2/3, fine. Control A, rotation scale. There we go. Now, let's see. I'm just checking to see if I'm getting comments. I don't know. I've been having some trouble with comments on this chat lately. I've said it should be set to live chat instead of best of. I should be able to see comments. But if you're trying to say something and I don't respond, it's not because I don't like you. It's just because I don't see it. All right, so let's Shift D, duplicate it, take it down a little bit, and scale it out. And this is going to be like where people eat. I kind of want it off center because I just think that's cooler. So like that. And I think our initial walkway is going to be this way. Then we'll put our stand up there. Okay. Yeah, liking it. I think that's a good start point. So let's see. Do we want to, let's make something today. Shift S2. Let's solo this sucker just so I can see where I'm at. And now I'm going to create a Bezier curve. Le Bezier. All right, and tab. And I'm going to just delete the vertices that are there. And I'm going to draw us new ones. And it's kind of go up and up and in. And now we're going to come over here and add a modifier, and we're going to add a screw modifier. It should be right on top, right? Yep, centered for that thing. Cool. don't really like this top one yet. Let's fix it a little bit. I don't want squares. There we go. Okay, that's all right. E. Ooh, yeah, cool. Let's do that and bring it in. So something like that's literally going to be the restaurant. Although I think that maybe that's too far in, or that's too far out. So 1GX, let's bring that in more like that. And GX. It's nice, even, cool. And let's take it to 32 steps, make it smoother. And I think that's looking pretty good. Okay. I'm just gonna. So I can see my chats in the chat. Oh, Micah, yes, okay, it is working. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Woohoo! All right, good. People are like, you don't like us anymore. I'm like, no, I just didn't see, I swear. All right, so there we go. We got our bell-shaped restaurant. And let's convert it to mesh. Yeah, we seem to be good. We're communicating. Okay, and I don't like the way it rotates like that, the mesh, but I think we can just come down here if I can find it, quad remesh. And right now it is what, 500? It's not a lot. Quad count, let's just set it to 500 and remesh it. And we lost the top, but that's fine. It still kind of rotates. Interesting. Well, yeah, you take off the bell and see the food. Exactly. Bon appetit. You know, be our guest. Now I'm thinking like I kind of said this initially, like this thing is new, but this would be like a radar tower or something that got put up here that this dude is now just converting into his fast food restaurant because it was cheap to buy. So that's why it's got really small space and it doesn't, you know, make sense. But his food's so good that everyone just shows up. That's kind of our vibe. So like we can come here and we got this thing now. Cool. So we can inset it and E, and let's grab these two and bevel them in. Cool. There we go. Then we got that and inset it again and E, and then face, poke faces. Look at me making my own antenna this time. Q, circle, shrink it in, 3, E. 99% of sci-fi modeling can be reduced to inset, extrude, bevel, and scale. So we'll do that one that way. And then inset just a little bit more and E and up. So there's something kind of there. We'll probably play with it more. But again, I'm just trying to get our basic forms in place first on this one. And 7 top. Okay. Let's add the walkway over there. It's going to literally be like a gangplank walkway that's just long across here. And we won't make the other side of it because we're only going to look at it from this way. And I think I will kit bash this one just because I know I have parts that will work well. And why remake the world? I used this part yesterday when I was working on Stormside last night. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. So where are we looking for? structural elements. And I think it was that one. Was it? I think it was that one. Let's see. Yep, that's it. Cool. 7. Alt R. Good, good, good. So we're going to take it and Alt G, GZ. I just kind of want to see what happens if we bring it to the exact center, even though we're not centered on this thing anymore. I don't think. Let's see. No, we're not. Let's maybe make it centered on this. That might make more sense. I don't know how. Somehow my platform got off-centered, but I kind of like it that way, so I'm not worrying about it. And it doesn't need to be exact. Like, we're not doing rocket science here yet. Who knows? Bring that out like that. I think that's probably enough for us to see, but let's just make it longer just so in case we, there we go. So there's the basis for our walkway. When did I do that? Just last night. I don't know. Yesterday, I guess it was yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, but before dinner. I was just kind of playing with. Well, I mean, it started off before that making the like I wanted to do a teenage kid in the sort of the Arabic dress, which meant I had to go into Daz to play with it, and then I had to put him in a space, so I made the background, and then I liked the background, so I went into it and did more with it. That's kind of how it went. Um, so there wasn't a tremendous amount of modeling involved. I used some of Ian's stuff and yeah, played with things myself a bit, but it was mostly about seeing an idea, and then I was like, oh, I like this idea, so we did it. All right, there we go. So we got our walkway across. You're gonna walk across that to get food. That's gonna be some damn good food, in my opinion. I'm afraid of heights. um, so let's put something on the top of it. Now, anything in structural? Um, panels. Panels could be cool. I'm just gonna be like, this was literally just reused stuff. I think panels would be good. That they kind of just bolted down and were like, all right, yep, it's a walkway now. Because it wasn't meant to be anything important. This was just the ship crew when they first got started. I like this one. Needed to get over here. And it's just been that way ever since. Alt R. And where's my, oh, to individual origin. RZ90. G, come over to here. So, yeah, and then GZ, bring it up. So it sits like that on top. And then I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. Let's see if we can't, I don't normally do this stuff, but I don't know, it just seems fun. So we're going to today. Shift A, mesh, cube, S.01, a bit bigger than that. That seems good. SY3, sure. GY, bring it over. And let's shrink it down just slightly. 7. And GY. This does have a point, I swear. Oh, you don't need, they don't have boats. Remember, they have hover boats. So actually, there's seriously going to be a spot for a hover boat to just dock right here on the side. I was already thinking of that because they're not actually floating on this. So, tab, let's edit. See, I'm with you. Cool. And now 2, Control R there. And I need to just do one more. And now let's back up a bit. Control R, add an edge loop there. 3 is better, I think. Or 6. Fine, do that. 1, Q, circle, tab, Control A, rotation scale, tab, Q, circle. There we go. And vert to circle, I want target segments of 8. Obviously, I mean, in case it isn't clear, we're making a screw. And slightly. And this is mad overkill. I guess it's probably going to be a rivet because we're not going to put a screw line on it. Now let's just scale the whole thing down. Bring it in. There we go. Like I said, this is mad overkill, but sometimes you just want to do that. Alt X and mirror it. Where'd it go? Where's the center of this thing? Center. Main point. So this is this. Alt X. There we go. That's better. Q, Control A, and join it. So now we have created that. And let's just see. Material should be fine because it's just going to inherit the other one. But yep, cool. So now if we take this and we Q and we go with an array, -1, and we're going to make it offset of like that. No way, that's overkill. Oh, come on. Where's your sense of adventure? Oh, I need to. Damn it. I screwed up. That's fine. Let's just see. I want to grab L, that whole thing. P section. Alt X. Oh, no. I didn't mirror this part first. Mesh. I'm not. Tab here. If I'm gonna go overkill in the sense I meant that it's more than you're gonna see. Not that that's overkill for this, but that object set origin 3D cursor, Alt X. I'm gonna bother to put a screw on the thing. Let's actually put a screw on the thing. But I'm gonna have to redo the mirror. No, it mirrored. Cool. Okay, so that lines up, that lines up. We got screws all the way around. Good deal. And let's just increase our count now of our array. There we go. And it's literally just bolted on hull panels. We need to bring it up a bit, but we like that. GZ. Hull panels bolted together, and that's our walkway. And I agree. I think we do need some rails for this sucker. So while we're doing it, let's do that. And I think I saw a cool one in Ian's kit. Ian, was it unassigned? I can never remember where. Nope. Hardware Greebles. And down, 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 down. Where's that cool thing? So many gauges, gizmos, and things. Signs, linkages, pipes, brackets. There we go, we're getting near now, I think. Round roof. There we go, slab. Bring that over. And yeah, that's cool. Let's scale it way down. And we're gonna RX 180 to reverse it up. And scale it down some more. GZ, bring it down. Let's come over here. Let's bring our dude now, just to make sure our scale is right. That actually seems about right. Let's scale it up a bit. Bring it up. So it's like that. And take it to the outside. Like that. And can we get 2 on a plate? Let's see. We can. Cool. And just because it's very Star Warsian, let's set 3D cursor, grab these, and RY, and angle it out slightly like that. Okay, grab that and that, Alt X, and mirror it. Cool. And now I should just be able to take this, yeah, let's apply our mirror. All right. Okay, and then Control J. I only got 1. Why did I only get 1? Oh, because that mirror didn't apply. This one, this one, this one, Control J. There we go. So now we got our walkway going across, and I kind of like it. It does have holes. It's like, oh yeah, don't fall off. That'd be bad. And maybe I need to make this thing up. Let's bring our dude over. I think that needs to be a bit bigger. SZ, but not bigger, just taller. Like that. Okay. Cool. And Control A, rotation scale. So there's our walkway. I like that walkway. I think that's cool. And I'm gonna jump around a little bit before I get to work on the actual restaurant, because I think that's gonna be the hardest part. Let's see, do I have any cool stairs? I got these stairs from this guy on ArtStation, I think, but it's been a while. But let's see, are they worth playing with? They're all pre-made, which is good and bad. I might just make my own. I think we will just make our own. How do we want to make our own? We could just use the standard Blender stair. Actually, this is kind of cool. Let's see, does it work? Is it too much? That's actually pretty cool. Maybe we'll use this, and then I'll just bring a platform down, because I do like that. 7G. And I like that it rotates for size. That's just going to make my life easier. RZ. No. Shift S2. RZ. Yeah. And then local SY -1. Cool. No. Oh, it's going to be either way you go. It's going out. Interesting. You got no choice. Looks like it's going to be exterior. Okay, cool. G, where are we at? And GY and GZ. And let's rotate it from here. RZ minus 90. Okay. Sure. I just kind of like that there's there's no fucking railing on the outside. There's just something very just dystopic about it that I just like. Um, so let's lean into it. GZ, bring it down. Does that make sense? Yeah, you got room to get out of there. Yeah, you're always going to want to eat more, right? Can't get out of here. Every time I get here, every time I try to leave, I have an empty stomach again. Well, that's cool. I think that works. And now, because again, I'm just kind of jumping around all over the place. If we go from here to around, and around to there. Sure. And then here, no. Select those. And we'll go in, sure. Now, EGZ1. There we go. That's our... See, he's even got a wall. It's not going to really be for it being a wall, but S, Shift Z. Let's see. Origin, S, Shift Z. Like that. Is that too much? Does it line up evenly? I think it does. I don't think we want this one though. 2. What are you doing? 2. Control R. Let me vertically edge loop that? Why? I don't know. Fine. Screw you. Face. There we go. So there's our outer railing. And let's see. 1 EGZ1. It's gonna be too high though now because I've dropped that up. So let's just come here and see where we're at. It's not too bad. 2F. And they're not worried about being accurate anyway. So that one is going to tilt in slightly if we want to do that. 1 GY, no, GX. There we go. So who cares if it lines up properly? It's all just put together anyway. Tab, save. Alrighty, but I do think I'm going to take this thing and this thing and separate it into its own part. P selection. And I think, let's see, solo it. 1. Looking good. Let's see, just to make it easier on myself. 2, grab that, and grab that. And then E, Z, let's take it up 0.025, 1 inch. Yeah, let's go 2 inches, 0.05. Cool. And now I think I'm going to solidify the whole thing. Q, here's a modifier, solidify, and offset doesn't really matter to me. Thickness, we'll make this one an inch thick. Assuming we want to have a railing. I don't know, maybe we don't. Yeah. All right, maybe we won't solidify it because we could just instead Wireframe it. Where the hell is that? What the heck is that going to? Tab A. Nothing? Oh, it's just okay. It's just extrude. It's a loser thing. All right, just go back a bit, Seth. There we go. Q. Add modifier wireframe. Okay. Railing. I like railings. Railings are good. Okay. Just to line it up though. Let's go from our origin. 3D cursor. SZ. Just bring it up to that. And I like it's a little bit wonked out here actually. That's just cool too. And let's tab duplicate it. Turn off the wireframe just so I can get a little bit more into it. And now tab, solo it. Now let's do our EZ 0.05. And now can I take that and that, Alt E, along normals in slightly. Cool. And I'm good with that, but it's not lining up proper like, so I'm not good with that. Maybe there's a better way to do that. 7. Why is it? Oh, it's some kind of weird. Betcha it's, let's see, Alt V, face orientation. Yep, those ones are weird. Shift N. Piss off. There we go. Bet you works now. Yeah, railings are fun. I like railings. There we go. Now, Alt E on normals. Cool. That works for me. And 2. Can we edge bridge edge loops? Yes, we can. And edge bridge edge loops. Good, 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 good. So now we can 3, select that one, and we still got that one selected. And then Alt E along normals. We'll go out 2. That works for me. And we'll go out just a little more. Say 0.025. All this just to get an edge, but it's cool. Yeah, we can go both. Sure, I don't care if it goes top and bottom. Normals. And offset even. There we go. Okay, and now tab, soulless sucker. Now let's just get rid of these faces. Railing! Come over here, get your food, lean up on the edge, look all styling, right? And excuse me. down here. What do we want to do for an edge on this one? I'm not sure I want to put a railing at all on this one because I want to continually reinforce the feeling that these people are sailors and that they exist and that they're hover sailors. So they exist in high spaces and they don't, as a culture, they are not afraid of heights. So, and they don't bother with safety. They're very rough and tumble kind of people. So, like, the only reason there's a railing is just pure practicality and so they can rest their beer up here. And these, well, that's far enough along that they were like, fine, we'll nod a little bit. Maybe kids come across. But something this big, they're not really going to be worried about the edge. The left side of the stairs give me anxiety. Yeah, they're supposed to. Like, that's kind of the point. I want people to feel anxious looking at this thing. That's kind of the vibe. So let's inset this just a bit, like that far. And then we will take our this loop here, and let's bring it up a bit, but not a lot. It's kind of like, it's mostly to keep the garbage from rolling off the edge, not so much the people. And yeah, so you can just park your hoverboat, jump out of there anywhere you want to, and it's completely fine and no one cares. And let's sharpen it. There we go. No one thinks twice about it. Maybe we'll put some lights around the outside. Well, I think we'll tech bling it up too. Do we want to bling that area next and continue avoiding the restaurant? Where we at 41 minutes? Yes, I think we're going to continually avoid the restaurant for a while longer. Let's hide this again. Close that. Okay. So here's the other thing. I've been thinking a lot about resources for this world the more I get involved with it. When they arrived, their, number one resource that they're going to have is literally to cannibalize the ships or ships that they came on. So again, we get a lot of these kind of panels, that kind of stuff there. And I think that's super appropriate. Now, we're on a primarily water world with some islands, and there are some trees, we've shown that, but there's not going to be a lot of foresting for wood. So wood's going to be a fairly scarce, high value resource, I believe. Metal, also similarly a pain in the ass to um, mine and refine and deal with all that. So new metallic things, probably not a ton. What they have a lot of is sand and water. So a lot of stuff I'm thinking made out of concrete. I feel like concrete is going to be our primary building tool. I know what I need to do. I need to build a support under this thing first. So yeah, I'm thinking structurally, it makes sense for a lot of what's there to be made from concrete. Now let's see if we can just do a select, check or deselect, and I don't want I want it deselected. 2, 3, 4, 4 nice and even. Well, now nothing gets nice and even. 3 is good enough for me. I think we'll go with that. And then E and solo, and now GX, GX. No, I could just go that far. Do it that way. Now, scale. I like scale. S, Shift Z to scale it in, and then 7, and then Alt Z, G in that way. Is concrete bad environmentally? I don't actually know that much about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying it is not. We're humans here. There we go. Cool. I think it's just a space there. And it's it's plascrete or whatever you want to call it, right? But I think that if I were going to look for the vibe of it, concrete and brick are essentially, you know, your structure, your construction materials that you'd probably see a lot of mud, water, and concrete's just kind of advanced brick anyway. It's poured brick, right? Come on. And I'm not sure these people care if it's environmental friendly or not. Like, there's literally probably 5,000 people on the whole planet. I don't know that they give a shit yet, or ever. Yeah, it's kind of a brutalist society. Sad but true. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. I like that. It gives us it's got a cool silhouette from afar. Let's give it a material. Let's give it a concrete material. Oh, this is kind of a long way of back around to saying that's what I'm doing for materials. Grungy concrete. Let's try that. And again, definitely need to fix it. Tab A, U, cylinder projection. No, I gotta do it this way, I think. U, cylinder projection. There you go. And top, U, cube projection. All right, yep, cool. Let's edit our UV spit. So let's just grab these. A, G, bring it down, scale it up. Let's see, Z8. Where we at? That looks good. I'm liking that. SY. That one's small. I kind of want bigger. Yeah, there you go. Might as well use the whole thing. There we go. Yep, exactly. Like, there comes a point where you're like, yeah, you people are just cray, and that's fine. So I like that. Let's do the same for this material. This one here. Let's just concrete. And again, tab A, S, Y. Make it a bit bigger in there. Make our cracks kind of smaller. Cool. Alrighty. Save. And I'm going to take this. And what do I have? I just have Chrome standard. Or no, we have classic sci-fi standard. Let's see. 1, tab A, U, cylinder projection. I think it is looking neat. I'm digging it. U, cube projection. A scale. And bring it down in here to this one. This one. Yeah, that one. And this one. Where they at? No. I got it all? Yeah, where's it? Where's it at? A. G. Bring it into our here. I like it there? I think we like it better there. Cool. Right. That's good. Looking fine. And I think I just like my yellow better than their yellow, so let's go do mine. Cool. And here, we're going to do the same. We'll start with my yellow. On those. Sure. And just get everything the same color. Save that. Okay. Might be time to start playing with our restaurant part a bit. Solo it. Let's see what we got. Okay. So first off, just to make our life easier, let's, yeah, I don't know if it'll make our life easier or not, but let's do it. Q, add modifier, solidify, out. Sure, that looks about good. And I'm just going to apply it because I think we're going to use some Booleans. It just makes our life easier. So now, so we need a window for him to serve people. Shift A, mesh, cube, scale it down, 7. Come in. Let's look to see what we got. Normally it's not up to a full height, so I kind of think that's a pretty good, like you don't see the window go all the way to the top of someone standing. You know, so you kind of lean into it a bit. That's a good looking window. Does it come all the way in? It does. That might be big enough. Let's try it. Minus. I mean, I guess it's going to be no matter what. So he's got a little bit of a window there now. Cool. And apply. And over here on the back side, we're just going to give him that's small, but I think it's okay. I wish those lined up properly, but that's fine. I select outer and E and bring it in. So there's our door. So he does have to bend over to get into this thing. But again, this was never. Boolean is awesome. What are you talking about? Boolean makes our lives much easier. Okay, so he's got a door. He has to crouch to get in, but that's fine. And we definitely want to techify this thing because it was originally supposed to be a tech thing. So like he's going to have kind of leaned into the shape of his thing. I also wouldn't mind a little bit more of some Arabic Persian influences too. Maybe. We'll see. I'm kind of coming to an idea for that as well for this world. So let's go. I'm going to, first off, GZ, bring this down a little bit more. Gives a bit more room. So I can come back up again. 0.05, 2 inches. Grab this, this, and this, and extrude them out. Because you gotta have a counter. I'm gonna hide our dude right now. He's just getting in my way. And I think I want my counter to be a bit, no. Select the right thing. Thank you. A bit beveled. Maybe I do want the whole. I'm just doubting myself. There we go. Control bevel. add a bit more. There we go. So we got our counter action going on. And I mean, we could just pull a bunch of stuff and put it on the inside. I don't know, we'll see. That's just a lot of like cutting and pasting bits. It's not the most exciting part ever. So maybe I'll wait on that. But let's see. Can we do 3? And I want to select that, that, and that. Tab, Shift Q, loop extruding. 1, 2, 3. Do not loop from source. I don't like how it's, okay, no, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna have to play a little bit smart. What I'm not liking is the way it swoops like that. I wish it went straight up, but fixing it is a pain in my ass, and I'm not gonna worry about it. So I think we'll just kit bash instead, at least right now. Let's see, what can we do? Well, first, let's go to big, medium, small. Let's see what kind of things we can find that we think would add to this. Obviously, we could put an antenna up here on the top. That's going to make the most sense. Even if it doesn't, even if it's sort of a defunct antenna. Alt R, scale it. Individual origin. Scale it down. And then GC, take it up to like that. You could make the swoopy thing work. Yeah, I don't like the way it was extruding. Was the thing. It didn't. If it had just extruded inward in a swoop, that'd been cool. But it's like kind of waved all the way around. It didn't really have the right vibe for me, at least right now. We'll try something else too. But I like the antenna there. Let's just see if we go to Grand Bazaar, building kits. We can always do a dome if we wanted to. Solo this. 1, Shift S2, tab. Just for funsies. I don't know that I'll keep it, but we'll see. I think it's a little too down because it's got the built-in kind of grunge on it. It's not working for me. And we kind of have that overall sense to it now anyway, so maybe we don't need to push it too much. Let's just see if we got anything in here we like. Roof decor. I mean, those are just neat. But it's kind of more based for a square roof, and we've got a round one right now. There's all this stuff, but I don't know how much of it I actually really care that much about. I don't like using too much of it. I like to be inspired by it, but I don't always want to use it. I do think I'll use a little bit of this detail here, though. Maybe. What are we thinking? These are just planks. I don't want a plank. I like this, though. Can we grab this? Just put it out here for right now. Alt R. Scale it in. 7. G. RZ. GZ. Use that. I do kind of like that. Gives us a little something. Bring it all the way in and over. Cool. Now, do the same on the other side. I'm going to do the tab 2, Shift S2, tab, Shift A, empty, plane axis. Now, that, Alt X. Oh, it doesn't line up properly. I was afraid of that. All right, we'll just do it by hand. Piss off. No. Alt D. Okay, and over here, 7, rotate it, and bring it over here. I have terminal laziness. I always like to try and do it automatically if I can, but it doesn't always work. That's looking pretty much like, no, it's behind the thing. It's all the way behind this counter. Get it lined up right. RZ, GY. Yeah, I think we are going to do some shade. I'm kind of thinking of some canopy action on that too. And which could be neat. And ooh, okay, let's try using one of my kit pieces, one of my greebly bits. Is it unassigned? Where did I put it? We've used it before. The one we put on the base of the egg. Yeah. Yep, super toroid. And I think Alt R RX 180 GZ 7. Try to line it up pretty good. Scale it in, GZ, bring it down. Yeah, okay, that gives us a cool framework to play with. And then I made another piece that I think I'm going to try to use. If I can find it. Is that it? Where was it? Sometimes it's hard to find these things. Is that it? Or is that a door? No, that's a wall. That's not it. I really should go through and name them all. That. Nope. Do. So much stuff. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's it. Yep. Alt R 7. Let's see. Shift S2. Object. Set origin. 3D cursor. Object set origin. Geometry to origin. Scale it down to about that. Control A. Rotation and scale. Now Q. Radial array. Ha! Cool. I could scale it down a little bit first. Oh, we like that. And scale. No. Tab A. Shrink it down. Tab. Too much, maybe. Radial displace. Bring it and to like right there, so it touches just like that. Yes. Cool, 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 cool. But I don't like them straight up like that. But I do like them there. So let's edit this thing. Tab. Now, let's see, 3, Shift S2. And we're going to do it from 3D cursor because we want to SY. I'd like to, is it, do I don't have snap on? A, SY. There we go. That could be a bit longer. And RX and rotate it down slightly. Yes. Yes. Magic. GZ, take it down to here. Oh, see, that feels cool now. I'm digging it. Love it when it comes together. 7. I just want to see, does it stand properly? No, it's not. Okay, then I won't bother. I was thinking maybe like putting like rods holding it up or something, but no, that's fine. We're good with this, just like that. And do I have any other things that I've made in here that I want to just try using? You always forget, or I don't know, I always forget just how much stuff I've made over the years. It's like, I have that? What the hell? Where'd that come from? 'Cause you just make it and save it, you know? And it's good things to have. And all these weird cubes and stuff. It's like, what is that? I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. What's this? I mean, sure. Let's see. 7G. GZ. Scale it in. I don't like the glowy thing on the top. That's that's shocking to no one for me, over the top. But let's just turn it to concrete. And 1. Yeah, rotating down really helps. So your comments show up a lot after, I think after you make them, but I agree, rotating them down is definitely better. 7. We're lined up. We're not lined up perfect, are we? There we go. That's better. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And let's finally give this a texture now. Save. And classic. Just try the classic paneling. And it's not going to look right at all because it has not been UV'd. AU unwrap. Control A, rotation scale. No. UVs. Let's see what the UVs are looking like on it. Ugh, okay, that's an awful unwrap. That would be why. Cube projection. Piss off. A scale. And sort of line things up so it makes sense, maybe a little bit. I mean, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Is that any better? Let's look at it from the front because that's going to be primarily, that's our hero side. Yeah, all right. I don't hate it. I think that's okay. I think I want to do a bit more to it, but I think that's okay. Where are we at? 110. Okay. Something like this is hard to get done in 90 minutes. We may be going on for a bit more on this one or something, but that's okay too. Tab. Let me see. Can I just, are you going to be good to me? All equals on normals plus. No. Shift D. There we go. All the external normals plus P selection. So it's solid, right? If I hide this thing now, yes, we still have shape. Okay, because that's what we want. Actually just like that ring in general. That helps us a lot. But I want to try to do more to it. And quad remesh, I just want it to be right. Let's see, tab A, Q. Let's see, can I, operations, mesh tools. No, where is it? I'm not in object mode. I always forget where clean mesh is. Clean mesh, there we go. And Z6. It's still doing the warpy thing. I know how to do it too. I think I know what I want to do. Alt Z. 1B. Give me those. Yes, all those are selected, right? I don't want that. So just those side. Okay, now if we go to individual origins, and can we do SX0? Yes. SY0? Yes. Tab. I think that's gonna get us what we want. And then 3, select that, solo it. Actually, 2, let's just do it this way. GZ. Okay, and I'm gonna do it for these ones too, I think. Why not? B plus B, turn off those. Right, all those are off. Turn off that, turn off that. SX0, SY0, to scale in, GZ, bring it down. Let's see. Yeah, I don't mind if I go on longer necessarily either. Just usually I have to pee. There's a combination of two things. One, I have to pee. And normally, I make tea for me and my partner after this, and she likes having tea about 9:30. So I'm E Alt S. Oh, not individual origins anymore. Median point. Alt S. No, it still goes up. S Shift Z. There we go. Okay. Got my ring. Now I think we can techify the ring a little bit. But before we do, let's come back over here and see where we're at material-wise on it. I don't want to be the same material. Let's try this one, the alternate. Okay, that's cool for right now. Let's see now, just so that it inherits mostly is why I did it. One, they should be whatever, close enough. Tab, Shift Q, loop extrudes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. It's, I'm guessing, bet you it's inverted. No, it's not inverted. Tab 3, Tab, Shift Q. Oh, this orientation. Now Shift Q, loop extrude. 1, okay, 2, 3, subdiv. Cool. That's good. Yeah, that's better. That's what we want. T is important. T and P, right? Okay. Combine those together. Now let's see what our UV looks like on them. It's all going right down there, down that center. Scale it up. I kind of actually, R90, R90, there we go. I kind of want it blue. There's something about the blue I think looks neat. Did I not get one? Something's not gotten. I didn't grab those. Control L. Where's that part? Is that? And tab. Oh, it should be the same thing. Solo it. Now it is all one. A. Okay, now. Great. B. R90. G. Scale. SX. Ooh, I don't want that yellow, wherever that was. Cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that little blue accent line color. I think that's cool. I mean, really, it's not that interesting to watch me lay a bunch of tables and chairs along here too. Like it's just going to be little stuff. The design part is this. That's just, you know, to me, that's the boring stuff. But let's do a little bit more though. We do need to do some more stuff. I think now we can see the scale. I want to make this ground bigger. I'm gonna 7, Alt E, extrude sides, and scale. Just to give us some ground there to cover. It doesn't look as good as the stuff closer up because it's not as subdivided, but it doesn't need to be. It's just there to go underneath the water, which we're going to do now. Close area. Shift A, add a plane, Alt G, and I've been getting great use out of the ocean modifier on this one. Let's repeat it 4 times in both directions. And set it there. And then GZ and bring it up to like, yeah, there's good. And depth then is going to be, how high did I move it up? 4.5. Depth, 5 meters. I don't know if that makes any huge difference. I've not really been able to tell if it looks better or not. resolution. Let's see, if you take it to 25, what we get, it's going to be a bit slow, but yeah, 25 looks cool. I don't think we need more than that, given that we're not going to be like, this is the water all the time, I hope. Save. And let's give it water. Ocean. Yeah, cool. I remove that empty boat wake that it adds every time. And there we go. We got water. I want a couple of rocks around it, I think. I'm not sure we'll see them, but I want them. And obviously it's pretty easy to do with this thing being what it is. So let's just grab it and solo it and tab. So we will actually introduce some edge looping here. Well, maybe 3 I. Oh, yeah, that works. Wasn't how I was necessarily planning on doing it, but it worked. Because now we can come here. We should be able to do an edge loop now. Yeah, a couple edge loops there. And 3, not F3, 3. And I'm just going to turn off this so I can see it better. And let's grab all those, even that, and W, subdivide it. Cool. Now, let us select, random deselect. Until we have that. Cool. And then E, and then turn on that, where they always come proportional editing, and random. And let's see, we got the medical 2 square, but good place to start. That's not awful, actually. 8. Got a rock. Ooh, that's really pretty, actually. I really like that. Let's solo it again. Just give it a few more, but I'm gonna turn off proportional editing because that's just cool. Turn off that too. And GZ and G and G. Turn back on. Show me what you got. Yes, there we go. Rocks. Look at how easy that was. That's just cool. Now we can kind of have a cool from down here view if we want to. And the rocks will give us some interest up close. And I think we will want a shot like that. So, I think we want a couple of lights in the bottom of this thing. Just kind of like going through my list of things now. 7, 9. Basically at those points there, which is handy because we can just use those as marker points. I'm just going to go to Ian's light because I just like it so much. Tana, it's just such a simple thing, but I dig it. Alt R and RY minus 90. Yes. 9. And bring it down to like right there. Okay. Now, can we just use an array? Probably can. Array. Oh, let's undo the array first. No array. Control A. Rotation scale. Okay, now we're good. Q array X. Shift 1. No, shift 1. 1. To there. Let's see, did that get us what we want? Is that enough? It's not far enough yet. And we need 2 more. 3 more. And it's not animated. 3 and constant offset. Let's just take it just a little more. Yeah. And that's a lot of lights actually. Let's have our light counts to 4 and duplicate this to times 2. Cool. And it's not exact, but it's pretty close. I think it's good enough for what I want in terms of layout. Maybe just a little more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, save. Lights. Perfect. Just needed those. And I think we need a couple more other parts as well. Probably around here. Maybe something lit. And we're definitely going to need some lights inside here. Let's add a light in there just to do that now first. Lights. Let's grab that sucker here. Solo him. 7, 9. And Shift S2. Shift S2. There we go. Shift A. Light. Point. And GZ. Up to there. And I like going to Kelvin. 5500. Let's go 4500. Nice yellow Kelvin light. Just knowing the Kelvin temperature of lighting, I just think that way. Some people like to prefer to do it just by like grabbing the color themselves, and that's cool too. I'm just nerdy. There we go. Now we got some light coming off inside there. And I think I want a little bit of light here, but not a lot. Like, I don't want it to be highly bright. Honestly, this is kind of not that sort of world. But let's inset that. And let's select every shift, not control. Skip 2. Solo 7, 9. Is that enough? Yep. Did I not? What happened to those ones? I went the wrong way. I totally went the wrong way. Dumbass. This one, skip 2. Let's do it this way. Fine. Skip 2. Skip 2. Skip 2. Those will be our lights. Now, this time I do not want select outer. And E up slightly. And add a new material, assign, and where's our GitOps? Warm. Add material, strength 10. some light action there. And maybe on this thing, let's edit it. Yeah. Do I have, okay, so no, we don't yet. But we could do K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good enough for government folk. Oh, E, take that up. Tab, and plus assign, and emit warm emissive. My voice is quiet today? It's literally pagan orange on my mic, Paul. I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm looking at the at the mic, monitor, and it's pegging into almost red. So I'm not sure it's me. I don't think I just suddenly got much louder. I've been talking at about this level, and yeah, it's over and above according to OBS. Okay, there we go. We got some light now. But I'm sorry it's sounding quiet. Okay, so we got some lights. We got that. We said we definitely need to add some tables and chairs and some stuff up here. I'm going to do some more playing with this one, but let's throw a nice material on it just to see what we're kind of looking at before we end up, because I do have to pee. Your heroes are never supposed to have to pee. Come on. I don't know. Don't want to use Skies on Fire again just because it gets used so often. I mean, it's so good, but let's try this one. Add. And we're going to have to rotate 180. And like that. I like that. We'll play with it more in just a second. Exposure -2. I want it darker. Yes. Just to start with anyway. And where am I? Everything's moved. Photographer. I upgraded to Blender 3.6, and now it is all my plugins are in different places, and I have to refine them all again. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like literally, it's pagan red on my audio mixer just then. So I'm sorry. Lens 35. Cool. Angle. Let's just tweak it slightly. I like having it straight behind it. Like that. Yeah. Oh, you need to widen it out though. Take off, eh? No, if I was Canadian, eh, then I'd find a mouse in my beer, eh? And yeah, that's too far. Something like that. Looks cool. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I think So things we can expect to see even in this wide one, we're probably going to put a hover boat over here for scale. I'm liking this composition though. I mean, I've used this HDR before too, but yeah, we'll see. I might change it up. And then when we come close, I still need to add some tables and chairs here. I want to put a little bit of stove stuff on the inside so we can look in and at least see something. I'm excited to do like a render like something like that too along the walkway to it. We'll have to play with it a bit just to make sure it lines up with the HDR and all that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of thing. It's like it's really not to me that interesting to show because it's just like move something 2 degrees, check it. Move something 4 degrees, check it. Move something 8 degrees, check it over and over and over again. But anyway, yeah. So this is our fast food restaurant. Oh, the other thing I want to do is I got to hang a fish. I think here. One of my fish that I used yesterday. I want to have it like you catch it, we'll cook it kind of vibe. So I think we'll have a fish thing here. Um, that was the other idea I had. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Paul's good to see you. I don't know how long you were here, but still good to see you. And Micah, thanks for keeping me company. Um, yeah, it's a long weekend. I'm not sure in Canada. I'm not sure what's going on Monday. I'll probably stream. I mean, I'm just freelance and unemployed mostly, so it's fine. Only thing would be if my partner had something she wanted to do, then we'd have to, adjust. But I don't think we're doing anything. So I'll probably stream on Monday, but if I don't, definitely be back Tuesday. And everybody have a great weekend. I hope it's nice where you are. I hope you have a good time. And if you're watching this later, please like and subscribe. And all the finished images get put up on Mastodon, Instagram, Kara, Facebook, all the type places. So you can see what we ended up for this thing. Should be shortly. Cool. Okay, folks. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye bye.